like I say, the engines were from Sulzer or whatever. It was like I said, it was an Irish and German company with a little bit of with a mixture of some English people. Like I said, we were like a group. You know, we're like a group. I don't mean to make fun of the Irishmen. I love the Irishmen, like I say. But the Germans and the Irish and a few Indians. There's always a few Indians. You know them from India. You know they had the opium and stuff like that, and fine stuff. Anyway, so Middle Easterns, they called them back then, which were basically English, and I mean you know them as the Indian, as the tan dark Indians. You know, they wear the red dot and stuff like that, and that might be some Japanese or whatever. The red dot might be a Japanese thing because of the little, you know, the Zero aircraft with the little red dot on the wings, the Rising Sun Empire basically. Well, me again, so. Me with Japanese and some Indians. Like I said, we were a big group. We snuggled, and you can ask the Irish, and they'll tell you we snuggled. I mean, we were all just kind of like together. Luciferians. You might call us Luciferians or whatever, but Lucifer people. Not really a religious cult or anything like that. Like it was like India, Ireland, and England, and Britain, and also Germany. So German. I don't know why. I don't know why I have an Irish accent all of a sudden. I don't know. It's all made up though. I mean, all the accents and everything else like that. It was just kind of like people just wanted to talk differently. So everyone kind of like picked their own little thing. So, and through the years, you know, is mostly like England basically, and also like the Germans helped out quite a bit too. So German scientists, you know, their little glasses and everything. You know, because I invented glasses, and I'm Lucifer. I wasn't Irish, and no, I'm not Irish. I don't know why I have an Irish accent. They just feel like it. But basically, like I say, I had a lot of Irish influence in me. So, you know, there's a lot of time in Ireland and the coal country and stuff like that, which was basically Ireland, England, Japan, and some other places, a few other places. So, but those were mine anyway. Was in Ireland, England, what is basically that little spot in Japan, basically that huge coal seam underneath Japan. Anyway, yeah, we built the Bismarck and also a few other ships. Like the Bismarck was my ship, and I owned one of them anyway. And also, you know, some of the other ships. So anyway, yeah. So that's who Lucifer White Star is. Basically, is the builder of the Bismarck and let's see, the Titanic, the Lusitania, and a few other ships. They melted down one of the ships finally. They finally figured out how to melt it down, and I used to use it as collateral. Basically, I was like, well, there's my metal, and I always said, you know, I'll use it as collateral to build this other thing, to start this mine. So I had a lot of money basically, and the Bismarck would ship stuff as well. I was a shipping fleet. So, and like I say, a lot of people tried to sink my ship or take it out, because back in the old days, you would shoot a man's ship and it would sink, but the Bismarck didn't sink. Like they couldn't sink it. It took them a long, long time before they could finally take it out. And I actually had it mothballed and just in storage. It was like a museum ship basically before they actually sunk it. And they tried to scrap it. They pulled all the silver off of it and all the other stuff off of it, and then they finally scrapped it without me knowing, and stuff like that, and stole the money and ran off. So, oh well. But by then, you know, I had White Star Lines and the Carnival Cruise Lines and aircraft. You know, I was doing TWA and American Airlines and all that. You know, I had aluminum manufacturing plant and everything else like that. But, you know, America was established, and so was Britain and Germany and all my other countries. And so that's basically what happened, as they say. And it took a long time to get up to the Bismarck size. I mean, I had a lot of mining companies and all that other stuff, and finally I got up to the Bismarck size, and I had that, and then I had a few of the other ships, and like I said, I would my Bismarck would basically blow through blockades. Like they couldn't blockade it. You would actually like I'm serious with the 15-inch hull. It would, other ships would try and stay in its way, and it would just be like, just ting, and the Bismarck would just sail past, like just get up to full speed, and then if there's something in your way, can she take this? We're gonna find out. And my Bismarck, like, can she really take this? The little scared Germans and English people would be like, can she take? Can this ship really do this? It's like, we're gonna find out. So, the Irishmen they would run blockades, and basically, smash through other ships. Other people would put their little wooden cruisers in the way and other things, and their other little ships, and the Bismarck would just be like, just like, and then and then go past. Yeah, she slowed down a bit there, and they'd be like, yeah, it slowed down a bit, but that was about it. You'd punch through any other ship because no one had a ship like the Bismarck. The Bismarck was, like I said, 15-inch steel hull, and it was thick. It was really thick. Like, they have pictures of it. Like, most ships had 8 inches hull and stuff. No, the Bismarck had 15 inches, 12 to 15 inches of solid steel, or maybe 18 inches. It was a solid steel hull, like like no support. It didn't have any supports inside of it. No supports. It didn't need any support. It just had some ribbing at the top and stuff like that. And it was a solid ship. As solid as she came, as they come, basically. You couldn't break the hull. You couldn't do anything. The ports were the only entry points for the water, and you could shut the ports, basically. So it couldn't sink. So anyway, they called her unsinkable. Unsinkable, whatever. Anyway, and I had a couple others, like the Titanic was one of my early ships, and the Bismarck, and there were 4 or 6 of those actually. Maybe there were 6, I don't know. Anyway, I kept one for myself as like a boat, but eventually, I was like, yeah, all right, cut it up. It's just we didn't need it. We could go with smaller ships. We didn't need a 14-inch hull, or I mean, you could do the same with like 4 inches that you did with a solid, massive 12 to 15 inches of the Bismarck. It was a low grade steel. It wasn't like anything particularly strong or anything like that. So, it didn't flake though. It wouldn't flake, but it was, but it was just a solid ship. So, anyway, it didn't really rust either. So, anyway, it lasted like a couple hundred years, and then I guess they sank her or something like that. But I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt they ever sank the Bismarck. I think they cut it up. So anyway. Because it wouldn't go anywhere. I mean, where was it going to go? I mean, you'd just be 7 miles down, and then you just hook onto it and pull it back up. And just put the water out. If you had a long enough cable, you could pull it out of anywhere. If you tied a cable onto it and tied it and pulled it across the ocean, it'd go bong. Like, we thought it was like some sort of undersea plow. Like, we were thinking about making it into an undersea plow, like just unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Like, I think one of them did sink, and then they pulled it back up. Because they just had to pull it. They just had to be able to lift the steel weight. You could pull it from either end. I mean, you could actually have it dangling. Like, it would dangle underneath the ship. If you had a strong enough cable, it would have dangled. Like, so they did pull up. My ships were built like that, where you could just tie onto them and just pull them back up, and you're back in business. So there wasn't anything. If they filled with sand, you could just suck the sand out and then pull them back up. So, like, my ships were epic and well known. All my ships, every single one of them. They would never break apart. They would never fold or spindle. They were solid.